Just checking to see if we're live. Waiting. There we go. Hi, friends. Welcome to Get Your Play Online. My name is Sarah Rose, and today we're going to be having some fun in the kitchen. So here is my kitchen. My kitchen may look a little different than yours, but today we are going to be making some fried Oreos. Fried Oreos are a really popular treat to have around a carnival or a fair or the circus. Very fitting with this week's theme of the circus and carnivals. So, today we are going to be making our own version of fried Oreos. So, for this version, we are going to be using either an air fryer or you can use the oven. I don't have an air fryer, so I'll be using the oven today, but I will be giving you instructions for using an air fryer too. Both are pretty similar. So this this kitchen activity is suitable for all ages mostly, but with a grown-up's help when needed. Um, when you are using the air fryer or using the oven, make sure that you have a grown-up help you and that if you are doing it on your own, you're using oven mitts. I do recommend a grown up do that though. And when they're coming out of the oven or the air fryer, make sure to wait a few minutes. I'll remind you at the end too. So, to show you what our finished product is going to look like, I made these last night. They're really good. I've never had a fried Oreo before. This was amazing. So, now that you have an idea of what they're going to look like, we're going to get started. You will need, for this recipe, a package of crescent rolls. They look like this. You will need some Oreos. You can use whatever kind of Oreo you want. I have double stuffed Oreos, but birthday cake Oreos are really fun too, or just regular Oreos. It can be with whatever filling you want. Some powdered sugar for dusting them at the end. And because I'm not using an air fryer, I'm going to be using my oven. So I am just using a baking sheet, and I have this silicone mat, but you can use aluminum foil. You can spray the pan down with some butter spray, just so that the fried Oreos don't stick to the pan. And I will let you know at the end we're going to be making some sundaes too. So whatever toppings you want for an ice cream sundae with your fried Oreo, you can get those out too. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that we're going to do is wash our hands. Because when we're in the kitchen, we want to make sure our hands are clean, especially when we're handling food. So if you need to step away and wash your hands, you can do that. That's totally fine. I'll give you plenty of time. I'm going to be washing my hands for 30 seconds. Some people like to sing a song while they're washing their hands. Let me know what you do to pass the time and to make sure that you're washing your hands for the right amount of time. All right. And I'm going to dry my hands with a hand towel that I have down here. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to unwrap our crescent rolls. Actually, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven or our air fryer and get it started. So I'm preheating my oven to 375 degrees because that's what it says on my crescent roll packet as far as like how long to cook them for. You can also, for your air fryer, you're going to cook it at 350 degrees. I'll be honest, I don't have an air fryer, so I don't know if you need to preheat it or not. But you will be cooking it at 350 degrees. Woo! I didn't even need a spoon for that. You know how when you're opening like a roll of either crescent dough or biscuit dough, and you had to press on the edge with a spoon? That part always scares me. It always startles me. So now that we have our crescent roll out, we're going to divide it up into the little triangles. So if you're taking out your crescent roll, these are really gooey. It may feel weird. Let me know if the dough feels a little weird to you. So when you spread it out, you're going to see that there are triangles connected to the dough. So it may look like squares at first, but they turn into triangles. There we go. So I'm just laying out my triangles on my pan just to see what I'm working with. So in order for the Oreo to, sorry, I leaned on my oven and it made a beeping sound. So in order for the Oreos to fit all inside the crescent dough, I like to stretch out my dough just a little bit so that the entire crescent roll can cover the Oreo. Last night when I tried it without stretching out the dough, and it made it really hard to cover the entire Oreo. So now that we have stretched out one piece of our crescent roll dough, I'm gonna take my Oreo and I'm gonna put it in the middle of my crescent roll that's stretched out. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the corners and kind of fold it over your Oreo. And this one is really long, so I like to lift it up and wrap it all the way around. And then if you see any pieces of your Oreo poking out, just pinch the edges together. And there you go. And now we're going to keep doing that with the rest of our crescent roll dough. And if you want to make more of these, you can just use more crescent roll dough. If you have a big family, or if you want to share some with your neighbors and drop some off in front of their porch. So I'm taking my Oreo again, putting it in the middle, and then taking those corners and folding it over. And this big one, I'm going to take it, wrap it all the way around. Great job. And then, see, there's a little piece of my Oreo poking out. Just going to pinch the edges together. All set. And then I'm going to just put it on my pan. I wonder how many of you have had a fried Oreo before, or if there's anyone watching that was like me and has never had a fried Oreo before. They were really good. I feel like I've been missing out. All right, another Oreo in the middle. Take the corners, fold it over, and then this big long one, I like to wrap it around. Perfect, and then we're gonna pinch the open spots where you see the Oreo. There we go. I wonder, I'm just stretching out my dough. I wonder how many different foods, different carnival foods we can think of. Let's see. I'm thinking of cotton candy, funnel cake is another good one. I'm just taking the corners again, folding it over my Oreo. Taking the big long one and wrapping it around. Caramel apples, those are really yummy. I'm stretching out some more dough. I've just got 3 more pieces left, so. I do want to know what your favorite part about going to the circus or going to a carnival is. Is it just taking my Oreo and folding the corners over? I wonder if it's the rides that are sometimes at carnivals. If you like watching the animals at the circus, or if you think clowns are really funny. Or if the food at the carnival or the circus is your favorite part. I'm going to put the Oreo in the middle again. Fold the corners. And there you have it. Just 2 more left for me. Now my dough is getting super stretchy after it's had some time to kind of heat up just by being outside of the refrigerator. I'm going to take the corners and fold it over. Great job. You just want the whole Oreo to be covered. Just stretching out the dough a little bit. This dough is getting super stretchy. Look at that. It's so long. All right, last one. Folding the corners over. And there we have it. We have all of our fried Oreos all wrapped in their crescent rolls and ready to go in the oven. I'm just going to wash my hands because I have dough all over them. Remember, washing for 30 seconds to keep those germs away. dry my hands with my towel that I have down here in my oven. All right, my friends, so my oven is still preheating and yours may be too, but that's okay. Once it's preheated, you're gonna put your Oreos in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. That's up to you, but make sure you set a timer and make sure you have an adult handling or working with the oven. If you're using an air fryer, you're going to put your fried Oreos on the rack for 3 minutes, cooking at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then once you've done 3 minutes, you're going to take them out, use some tongs, and flip them over onto the other side and cook them for 3 minutes. Again, you have an adult use the air fryer. You don't want to get burned. You want to be able to enjoy your Oreos. Another note, after they're out of the oven, make sure you wait a few minutes before eating them because you don't want to hurt your mouth. The fried Oreos are really tasty, but you want to make sure that you stay safe and we don't want you to get hurt. So I'm going to set these aside while we wait for my oven to preheat. And I'm going to show you kind of what you can do to make a sundae once your fried Oreos are done. So I have a bowl and I have my ice cream scoop. And I'm going to take some vanilla ice cream and just scoop some into a bowl. You can take a fried Oreo and put it inside first, or you can put it on top. It's up to you. There we go. I'm just doing a couple scoops. And then if you have toppings for sundaes that you'd like to use, like strawberry sauce, maraschino cherries, chocolate sauce, oh, that would be really good with this. Feel free to add whatever you would like to it. Another thing, or another way that you can finish off your fried Oreo is to put some powdered sugar on it. So powdered sugar is what this white stuff is that you see on the plate. And it's like a really, really fine sugar. And the way that you dust it onto your fried Oreos when they're done is you take just a spoon, just grab a little bit of powdered sugar because a little bit goes a long way with this. And what I do is I hold it in my hand and then I lightly tap my wrist just to shake up the powdered sugar. And this little shake causes just a little bit of powdered sugar to fall. If that is a little hard, it was hard for me to do at first. But if that's a little hard, there's no harm in just taking a little bit on your spoon. Like this much on your spoon. And just dumping it on your fried Oreo. That's totally fine too. So maybe your oven is faster than mine. Mine's going a little slow. But that's how to make fried Oreos. It's a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be, and I hope you found it to be the same. So again, once your fried Oreos are in the oven, you're going to wait 10 to 12 minutes before taking it out, and make sure you have an adult putting the fried Oreos in and taking them out of the oven. And if you're using an air fryer, make sure it's set to 350 degrees and you cook one side for 3 to 4 minutes, and then you flip them, take them out, flip them, and cook the other side for 3 to 4 minutes. And again, make sure an adult is putting the fried Oreos into the air fryer and the adult is taking them, flipping them, and taking them out of the air fryer. So we don't want any of our littler friends to get hurt. When you're eating your fried Oreos, it's best to eat them fresh, but wait 2 to 3 minutes after taking them out of the oven so it gives them time to cool down and it doesn't hurt your mouth. But yeah, that's fried Oreos for you. Let me know how they turn out, and I can't wait to see pictures of how they look. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. I had a lot of fun. Let's see. Oh, my oven is just about heated. I'll go ahead and stick it in. My oven is a little smoky just because I have some burnt on food. So I just wanted to make sure that it didn't get super smoky. Um, so my fried Oreos are in the oven. I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. I hope you do the same. If you have an air fryer and are using an air fryer, make sure to just wait 3 minutes, then flip them over and cook them for another 3 minutes. And I hope you guys enjoy your fried Oreos once they're all done. Make sure to wait those couple minutes before eating them. I know it's tempting. Um, Let me know in the comments below how it turns out for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Take care, friends.